10:30 at night. You're lying in bed, staring at the ceiling. Everything is silent except the noise in your head, thoughts racing. Regrets playing like a broken film reel. Why did I do that? How did I get here? Is this really my life? The world around you is quiet, but inside you're screaming for a restart button, like the life you're living isn't really yours, like somewhere along the way, you took a wrong turn and never found your way back. You wonder if it's too late, if the choices you've made are now your permanent identity, if the dreams you buried years ago can still be dug up and nurtured back to life. Hello everyone and welcome. Today, I want to talk about something deeply personal and universally human. It's a truth that often gets buried under guilt, shame, and fear, but it's always there, waiting. I want to talk about your power to rewrite your story. I want to remind you that no matter how old you are, how many mistakes you've made, or how far off track you feel, you can start over. At any time, in any place, you can begin again. We grow up believing that life is linear, a sequence of clear steps we're supposed to take. Go to school, pick a career, get married, build a family, buy a house, work until retirement, and then finally rest. It's almost like someone handed us a checklist and said, if you don't follow this, you'll fall behind, you'll fail. And so we try to follow it. We choose majors we're not passionate about. We stay in jobs that drain us. We stay in relationships that don't feel right, all because we're afraid that changing course means starting over. And starting over, we're told, is failure. But let me ask you something. Whose voice is that in your head? The one that tells you it's too late? That you're stuck with the choices you made years ago? That voice didn't come from your heart. It came from fear, from pressure, from comparison. The truth is, life is not a single draft. It's not a manuscript you have to get right the first time. It's more like a series of edits, a messy, evolving work in progress. There are rough drafts, rewrites, footnotes, whole chapters you might toss out because they no longer make sense for the story you're trying to tell. And that's okay. You see, when you cling to a life that no longer fits you, you're not being loyal, you're being afraid. Real courage is saying, I'm allowed to grow beyond this. I'm allowed to change my mind. I'm allowed to become someone new. And when you do, that's not the end of your story. That's the beginning of a better one. No one talks about how disorienting rock bottom feels. It's not just sadness. It's silence. It's numbness. It's the weight in your chest that makes it hard to breathe when you wake up. It's the constant loop of thoughts telling you, this is it. I've failed. I've lost myself.
I've been there, and maybe you have too. Maybe your rock bottom came after losing a job you thought defined you. Or after a relationship ended and took your sense of self with it. Maybe it was the moment you looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the person staring back. Someone exhausted, disconnected, defeated. But here's what I've learned. Rock bottom is not the end. It's the place where illusions go to die. At rock bottom, you can't fake it anymore. You're stripped of the stories you told yourself, the I'm fines, the I can handle it's, the everything's okays. And in that brutal honesty, in that quiet moment where everything falls apart, something sacred happens. You meet yourself again. You begin to hear the voice you've been ignoring for years, the one that whispered, this job is killing you. This relationship is not love. This life doesn't reflect who you really are. And now, with nothing left to lose, you finally can. Rock bottom became the foundation for my rebirth. One of the most overlooked acts of self-love is simply this, giving yourself permission. Permission to let go of a version of yourself you've outgrown. Permission to walk away from a path that no longer serves your soul. Permission to say, I want more for my life, without feeling guilty about it. You don't need a sign from the universe. You don't need external validation. You don't need to hit every goal before you earn your right to change. You are allowed to begin again simply because you feel called to. But I know how scary that can feel. We're conditioned to seek consistency, even if it's painful.
There's a strange comfort in the familiar, even when it's toxic. We tell ourselves, at least I know what to expect. But that isn't peace, that's just survival. And we weren't born to survive, we were born to live. When I gave myself permission to start over, I was terrified. I had no idea what would happen. But what I did know was that staying the same felt like a slow kind of death. So I chose life. Uncertain, messy, courageous life. You can too. Starting over doesn't always mean quitting your job, moving across the country, or burning every bridge. Sometimes it starts small, quiet, gentle. It starts with waking up and asking yourself, what do I need today? It starts with drinking water, stretching your body, and speaking kindly to yourself. It starts with telling the truth, to others, yes, but most importantly, to yourself. You don't rewrite your story in one dramatic gesture. You do it in the tiny moments of honesty. The choices you make when no one is watching, the boundaries you finally set, the time you decide to rest instead of pushing through. The moment you choose yourself, not out of selfishness, but out of self-respect. You might not notice the shift right away, but day by day you'll feel it, your energy changing, your clarity returning, your joy resurfacing. Starting over is a practice, not a performance.
And every day you get another chance. We wear so many masks. The achiever, the caregiver, the strong one, the quiet one, the dependable one, the one who never complains, the one who always knows what to do. And after a while, we start to forget what our real face looks like underneath. Starting over often requires you to peel off these layers, to let go of who you've been for the sake of others, to stop performing and start existing. Fully, freely, authentically. But people might not understand. Some may question your choices. Some may drift away. That's okay. Because this journey is not about keeping everyone comfortable. It's about living in alignment with your truth. You are not here to be what others expect of you. You are here to be who you truly are. Letting go of who you should be is the first step toward becoming who you were always meant to be. So now that you've let go, what do you want to create? What does your ideal life actually look like? Not the life you think you're supposed to want, but the one that calls to your soul. Close your eyes for a second. Breathe. Picture it. What do your mornings feel like? Who are you surrounded by? What kind of work fills your days? How do you speak to yourself when you look in the mirror? What's the rhythm of your life? That vision is not a fantasy, it's a seed, and your choices are the water. Every step you take toward it, no matter how small, nourishes that dream into existence. Don't worry if you don't have all the answers. Clarity comes through action. Just begin. Begin where you are, with what you have, and trust that the next step will reveal itself when the time is right. I don't care how far off track you think you are. I don't care how many detours you've taken, how long you've waited, or how many times you've fallen. You are not finished. Your story is not over. You are still breathing, which means the pen is still in your hand, which means you still have time to change direction, rewrite your script, and reimagine your future. Every moment offers a chance to pivot, to begin again, to say, this is not how my story ends. Some of the most beautiful lives I've witnessed are not the ones that went according to plan. They're the ones that were broken open and then rebuilt, brick by brick, moment by moment, with intention, with faith, with fierce determination. And yours can be too. If you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. You can start over, not because everything is perfect, but because you are ready to choose yourself. The story of your life isn't written in stone. It's written in choices, moment by moment, day by day. And at any moment, you can choose to begin again. So go ahead, start a new chapter, rewrite the script. You're not too late. You're right on time. And your next chapter? It might just be the most beautiful one yet. If it touched you in any way, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this.